morning and warm welcome to our geography class. I hope you all are keeping well. So, in this chapter, we are going to start with season in India. Okay, this is very important chapter. So, please watch the video till the end. Okay, we have four distinct season in a year: the summer or the hot weather season, that is from March to May; rainy or the southwest monsoon, June to September; northeast monsoon, October to mid December. Then we have a winter or the cold weather season from year December to mid March. Okay, now we will see the first one, the summer or the hot weather season. Okay, see, after the spring equinox in the 20th of March, what happened? So see here, after the spring equinox in the 20th of March, what happened? The sun starts moving. The apparent movement of the sun towards the Tropic of Cancer, and the direct rays of the sun fall over this peninsular part of the region. This is the hottest period in India, with the temperature rising from 35 degrees Celsius in southern India, while above 45 degrees Celsius in the northern plains. As a result of the intense heating, low pressure zone will created in the interior part of the country, and uh, and the ocean on the other hand, it's remain cool, and the low pressure zone, due to the intense heating, I have already explained the rule regarding the pressure and the temperature. Okay, so on the other hand, the ocean bodies remain cool, resulting in the formation of a high pressure area. Okay, now another important factor that you need to understand here is, just see, during this season, the several parts of India experience the local storm during this season, though they bring relief from the heat but these storms can be destructive. Okay, the West Bengal and the neighboring states experience the violent thunderstorms, that is locally known as Kalvaisakhi, okay, or nor'wester, Kalvaisakhi or nor'wester. Okay, and then there is a sudden local shower, a sudden local rainfall, popularly known as the mango shower, because the mango shower, it is called so because they help in the ripenings of the mango. Okay, these all are common in your South India. And the hot and the dusty winds, locally known as Lu, that blow from your Thar deserts. Okay, Thar desert, that is hot and dusty winds, and the name of that wind is Lu. Okay, they cause a severe drought storm in the northern plains. Okay, so this is the basic characteristics of the summer season in India. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, monsoon. Okay, the rainy season or the southwest monsoon. Okay, see, by the end of the May, okay, by the end of the May, the trough of low pressure, here the trough of low pressure located over the northwest India become very strong. Okay, the southwest trade wind which blow towards the equator, see this picture, this southwest, this southwest array, this southwest trade wind which blow towards the equator in the southern hemisphere are drawn towards the center of this low pressure. Okay, and while they are traveling to this path, the winds, they deflect their path, and they change their direction in the right. Okay, hence they approach towards the India from this southeast direction. Okay, that is why they are known as the southeast monsoon. Okay, as these winds cross this Indian Ocean, you all know that this is our Indian Ocean, they pick up a large amounts of the moisture. Okay, when this moisture laden wind reaches the Indian land masses, they break into two branches. Okay, one is Arabian Sea here, one is Arabian Sea branch, another one is Bay of Bengal branch. Okay, Together, Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal branch of the southeast monsoon brings more than 70% of the India's annual rainfall. Okay, covering almost the entire stretch of the country except the coastal region of the Tamil Nadu. Okay, this region, the coastal region. Okay, however, they are unable to bring much rainfall to the northwestern parts of the India because as this wind lose their moisture by then. Okay, so this is the mechanism of the southwest monsoon. Okay, now we will see the northeast monsoon. Okay, so this is the direction, see the wind direction. Now here after the 23rd of the September, here after this 24th of the September autumnal equinox, what will happen, the movement of the sun will, or movement the sun started moving towards the tropic of Capricorn, or the movement of the sun towards the tropic of Capricorn begins. Okay, gradually the landmass here, the landmass of the India cool downs, leading to the formation of the powerful high pressure zone. Okay, then the oceans that are relatively warmer, become the centers of the low pressure again. Now the movements of the moon, what I said in our last class, the winds or the air always blow from a high pressure area to low pressure area. So since this retreating monsoon blow from this northeast direction, that is why this season is known as your northeast monsoon or the retreating monsoon. Okay, since all these winds cross the Bay of Bengal, they absorb the moisture from the sea and bring rain to this Coromandel coast, which lies in the path the coastal Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, and your Coromandel coast receive more than 50% of the rainfall of their annual rainfall between the October to mid December from this retreating monsoon or the northeast monsoon. Okay, so this is how the northeast monsoon, also the parts of the Indian annual cycle of the season. Okay, now next we will move on to the next, that is the the cold weather season or the winter season. Okay, the cold weather season or the winter season, it extends from your January to February. Okay, in this season the subcontinent cools further, the temperature decreases from south to north and from east to west coast interior. January is usually the coldest month. Okay, most of the places in the upper parts of the Himalayas here, including the Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, receive snowfall during this period. Okay, the presence of this Himalayas, these things I have already explained you several times while doing the factors. The presence of this Himalayas protect the India from the cold winds that comes from Central Asia. This wind would otherwise have swept into the plains of North India, making it much colder. Okay, this northern plain that would have make it much colder. Okay, during this season, one thing you have to understand, during this season the northwestern parts of the Gangetic plain receive sorry received rainfall from the cyclonic depression called the western disturbances. Okay, these western disturbances originate in the Mediterranean Sea, okay, Mediterranean region. This rain is very much essential for the winter crop, such as the winter crop of the Punjab. Okay, wheat, the very famous winter crop of the Punjab is wheat. Okay, so this western disturbances also cause the cold waves, consisting of usually cold weather with the foggy conditions that can persist for the several days. Okay, so So while doing the winter season, we also have to remember this western disturbances which is originating in the Mediterranean Sea region. Okay, so this is all about the four season in India. I hope it is all clear to you all. Okay, the distribution of the rainfall in India we will do in our next video. Okay, thank you so much.